All right, welcome back to the Daily Facts. And today I'm just going to do a little news blitz on one of my least favorite people, the depraved R&B entertainer, rhythm and blues R&B entertainer R. Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly is his real name. And just an FYI, I did a court case on him. I read through his court case. This is part one, and part two is coming out soon. And so in that court case, it talks about the several counts, 13 to be exact, of him, pornography of underage children, coercing and intimidating, abusing, sending family members to other countries so that they can't testify. I mean, the list goes on and on. He's just an awful human being, in my humble opinion. But anyway, let's get into some news about this individual, R. Kelly. So this was back in October 16th of 2020. R. Kelly was beaten in jail while no one raised a finger, attorneys say. Well, why would anybody raise a finger? I mean, nobody raised a finger for the young people that he was allegedly abusing, right? I mean, it's R. Kelly, especially in the Black community, it's no secret about his proclivities. So why would anybody want to help him? I mean, you reap what you sow, as the saying goes. So let's read some of this article. Right. Again, R. Kelly was beaten in jail while no one raised a finger, attorneys say. Again, when you're in jail and you're being accused of hurting children, nobody's going to help you. In a court filing Friday, attorneys for the singer R. Kelly claim video shows no one at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago, where Kelly is being held, raised a finger until an inmate who attacked him was well into beating Kelly. And this happened in late August of 2020. A Bureau of Prisoners report says prison employee ordered the attacker to stop and deploy pepper spray. Kelly's attorneys claim the video shows the attacker roamed a great distance within the MCC before carrying out that attack without any opposition. It is undisputed that as a result, Mr. Kelly has suffered significant physical and psychological injuries. Well, just think about all the psychological injuries that you have put upon your alleged victims, and physical. So, I mean, again, nobody's really feeling sorry for you on this end. CNN has not obtained the videotape. An unresolved issue remains as to whether MCC personnel encouraged and then allowed a beating to Mr. Kelly to take place. Well, of course they did, in my opinion. They don't like him either, wrote Michael Leonard, a lawyer for R. Kelly, that alone merits an evidentiary hearing. Now, I don't promote violence, but this has already been done, and it's not surprising. Now, I don't like to hear about anybody being beaten. Frankly, I just want him to go to prison and serve his time for allegedly abusing children and all sorts of other criminal activity. I don't take joy and glee in hearing and reporting on him being beaten, but I understand how it can happen. And I know that it happens, especially to people who are accused of being child predators. Both the Federal Bureau of Prisons and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois declined CNN's request for comment on Friday. I don't know why. In earlier September, the attacker identified himself in a court filing as Jeremiah Farmer and wrote that he had physically beaten Mr. Kelly in an attempt to shed media spotlight on his own case. Oh, okay. Now, for once, somebody's actually telling the truth, because I believe that he did that intentionally to do that. But I also believed he chose R. Kelly, not just because R. Kelly is well known, but because of the depraved acts that are being alleged. An employee identified as Sahowski was attempting to meet with Farmer when he left the office against Mr. Shawowski's order to stay, according to a Federal Bureau of Prisons incident report attached to the September filing. So we get the idea. R. Kelly is sitting and languishing away in jail, and it's a long time coming. So let's move on to another article from CNN about R. Kelly's manager, former manager, indicted former R. Kelly manager in the middle of plea negotiations, prosecutor say. Now, this was on November 14th of 2020. All right, so let's see what they have to say here. So this Donald Russell is pictured in February 2013 Cook County Sheriff's Office booking photo for an unrelated arrest. Okay, so this goon is known for criminal activity, alleged criminal activity. Cook County, again, this is in Chicago. Okay, so let's read some of this. A former manager for singer R. Kelly, who faces criminal charges of his own, is in the middle of plea negotiations, prosecutors revealed at a status conference Friday. Donnell Russell was indicted in October on one count of interstate stalking for allegedly contacting an anonymous Jane Doe victim in Kelly's case with the intent to harass and intimidate her and her family, according to the indictment filed in the Eastern District of New York. Oh, so now we have this individual who is out there still and trying to intimidate. Again, if you listen to my read through of the R. Kelly indictment, you'll see that there was a lot of intent, intimidation, abuse, coercion, so on and so forth. So this isn't surprising that they're still attempting to do this. And I thought that R. Kelly was broke, but I don't think he is. He pleaded not guilty to the charge, he, being Donnell Russell, in October, court documents show. Russell was also charged by criminal complaint in the Southern District of New York with threatening physical harm by interstate communication and conspiracy to threaten physical harm after Russell allegedly placed a phone call to a Manhattan theater to prevent the December 4th, 2018 screening of Surviving R. Kelly, according to a criminal complaint. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with that show. It's, I think, a three-part series. It definitely was on Netflix, and I did watch it. And Surviving R. Kelly is, cleverly and appropriately titled His Victims Who Survived His Alleged Abuse and Lockup. And I hate to say alleged because R. Kelly is known for many years, especially in the Black community, for abusing, allegedly. Okay. So, yeah, this person is screaming really basically fire in a crowded theater. And isn't that against the law? I mean, somebody is prepared to begin shooting in a theater because R. Kelly is angry over a movie or a three-part series that you have all of these witnesses who are talking about these alleged crimes. And so, I mean, but that's what people that are guilty do. They try to intimidate, right? At the hearing Friday morning, Nadia Shahada, an assistant U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of New York, confirmed that prosecutors are in the middle of plea negotiations with Russell. Hmm. I don't know. I don't. I mean, these people are just. I mean, they're just awful. They're just awful. So I think we've seen enough of this. So this guy is, he's in a plea agreement. We'll see what happens. All right, the last story is very sad and tragic. R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, shares her unborn son passed away. So this was on November 12th of 2020. It seems like bad luck just follows the R. Kelly family. And this is tragic. R. Kelly's daughter, Buku Abi, shares her unborn son passed away. His 21-year-old daughter shared some terrible news on Instagram. She wrote a lengthy, heartfelt message about the death of her unborn son. She said that she's heartbroken, angry, and doesn't want to accept this. She went on to say that he made her fall deeper in love with herself. Well, um, we wish you all the best. And I mean, that's heart wrenching. And my heart truly, truly goes out to her. So again, that's R. Kelly's daughter. All right, so that's just a little news to get us caught up on R. Kelly. Again, I did a piece on him, a two-part reading of the indictment, so do check that out. But I appreciate you stopping by the Daily Facts. Do like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. We'll talk again soon. Bye.